We're going to prep some Pathfinder. We find ourselves one thumb less than we were last Monday. Recovery is going well, but really sucks. I don't know, man. I don't know. Energy levels low. Feels bad. Miss not being injured. Tired, but we got games to run. So, we press on. We endure. We keep going. Because, honestly, I'd rather show up for a game consistently that isn't always top shelf than have a game get canceled all the fucking time. I think consistency, in many ways, is worth far more than quality. As terrible as it is to say. Also, I don't know why, like, my desktop sound is coming in so loud. I'm still having a lot of Streamlabs issues. I have no doubt that the sound is going to be really bad on the stream, that it will crash at some point. I'm not sure how we're going to stream Abomination Vaults and Baldur's Gate this week, unless I just really sit down and pump a few hours into either doing a fresh install of Streamlabs or just trying to fix it. But it's been really, really bad for the last like 2 weeks. So if you have the misfortune of listening to this this stream and the sound is bad, I guess comment so that I know that it was bad. All right, cool. Let's hop to it. So, Alkenstar Sunset. I honestly thought High Noon was going to have an easier time with Pathfinder because, and no offense to my players in my in the Sunset game, but I felt like they weren't going to take it as serious and they were going to like kind of goofball and like get themselves killed. But in reality, they're actually doing really, really well. Now, mathematically, it could be the fact that they have 2 gunslingers and a fighter, which, I mean, pretty fucking good. It's kind of hard to beat. 10% better at the primary thing you do in the game, which is attack things. So, yeah, that definitely is going to play a role. But, man, High Noon is struggling. I'd say we'd probably have 3 TPKs by now. I actually had to just stop worrying about like player death in High Noon because I don't think that they are capable of making it out of the first dungeon. It's going that badly. So yeah, and I don't know if it's an adjustment of playstyle or if it's just bad luck with the rolls or if it's party composition or a combination of all those things. But man, they are struggling. They are struggling. Well, alas, we will see what happens to them Saturday morning. Now, we've got a game in 28 minutes in Sunset, so let us explore that a bit more. Alright, so we're going to go to Punks in a Powder Keg, we're going to go to Run and Gun, we're going to go to Gattleby's house. One thing I noticed is the adventure puts Gattleby's house pretty close to the destination with literally no bridge or waterway in between, and then insists that there is this sort of canal passage. Now, it occurs to me that a canal might be too small to see on a big city map, so it is possible to have that. As it is, they maxed out the preparedness minigame, and then they completely crushed the chase scene. So it is what it is, I guess. These guys are going to be rolling up on the Yeast of All Brewery tonight. I think they could finish everything in the brewery in one night, but they will be encountering Dewey Daystar tonight, as well as Amory Brontessler. There will be the first hint that there are Gebites working in the area. They got to deal with yet another swarm, and swarms are absolutely no joke. And more oozes. This is a very hard adventure, it turns out, because swarms and oozes are really hard to fight. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I got feels. I got feels. Okay. Let me see. So what else do we need? I need to go grab their minis from Gattleby's house and bring those over. Alright. Grab all these. Are they all outside? Is Gattleby outside? Yeah, fuck it. Alright. Grab this. No, wait. There we go. Head on over to Yeast of All Brewery. Okay. Alright. Everybody just magically poofs back to themselves every time, which is definitely annoying, but it is what it is. Alright. There we go. Let's see. He is currently a goose. She is currently a gangster nun. Excellent. Okay, newspaper kid's not there. They're at the house. Let's go to the adventure. 24 minutes till game. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright. Page down, page down, page down. Ooh, we're making some progress here. Okay. Run and gun. It's very hard to read. It's very small. Let's zoom it in. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so they got the guy, and they got out of his house, and they go to the Yeast of All Brewery. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, scroll, scroll, scroll. Man, just goes for a while here. Okay. The bridge, the imaginary encounters in the sewer. Okay, here we go. Structure fire, gunned down. Yeast of All Brewery. Here we go. Midway between Gattleby's house and the Barrel and Bullet, not far from the eastern gate to the abandoned quarter called Ironside Quarter, is a dilapidated industrial building. A large wooden sign dangling from a single loose bolt labels the structure the Yeast of All Brewery. Gattleby's former lover, Amory Brontessler, owned the business before it went under. In those days, Gattleby frequently met Amory at the brewery for midnight trysts. Sex. Their romance soured when Gattleby revealed the nature of his research to Amory, and the two ended their relationship on bad terms. As part of the terms of their agreement, Gattleby demanded the Grand Duchess's mercenaries escort him to this brewery before taking him to the saloon safe house. He didn't specify why he was going there, saying only wanted to retrieve some precious belongings he left. When the party arrives at the brewery, Gattleby's old flame stands alone at the front door, ready to meet them. Reader paraphrase the following scene before they proceed into the brewery. Alright. Okay, so they got giant newsy. There we go. Excellent. Why can they see through the door? Has it got glass doors on the front? Oh, that's sexy. Alright. A middle-aged dwarven woman wearing dark working clothes stands near the door, her arms crossed over her chest. Gattleby shuffles to meet her, an affected swagger in his step. He extends a hand ambiguously to shake hers, perhaps, or to offer a half-hearted embrace, but in return receives a sharp glare. They exchange whispered words, but the woman presses some small object into his palm, then strides towards a side street and continues on. Gattleby holds his free hand to his reddened cheek, turns, somewhat sheepishly holds a small ring of keys. Alright, he unlocks the brewery's front door, so I guess it should be locked. He says, I don't know what else we'll find. My things are in cold storage. The characters most likely enter through the front doors into the tasting room, but they might try the loading bay doors to the east that lead into the warehouse. Gattleby can unlock those doors as well, but they're blocked by stacks of old crates full of barley and wheat grain. Alright, the tasting room features a short bar. On the east, a metal-framed glass double door, wooden boards nailed tightly. This room once served as the clientele shopping for a keg of beer or stopping in for a quick pint. Amory programmed clockwork creatures to assist her guest. 2 of their clockwork brewers remain. The brewers wound down long ago. The adventurers staying in the warehouse rewound the clockworks and programmed them to guard the front room. Their programming is confused. They tend to assault anyone who enters while still remaining friendly and hospitable. While they attack, they emit phrases like, would you like a free sample? Have another on the house. That's pretty good. Okay, 2 bulk worth of unopened whiskey jugs remain tucked behind the bar. Dunsmith would gladly pay the characters 10 GP for all that liquor. Hype. Okay. So then they go into area D2, which is this big area, and it says... This enormous room features smooth stone floors covered with dust and a catwalk 10 feet high leading around the south and west walls of the room. Giant covered vats and metal containers fill the space. A 5-foot high platform leads to 4 vats in the western side of the room. Various doors exit the room to the west, north, and east. The catwalk around the room are designed for reaching the tops of the vats to add ingredients, performing a test on the contents, drawing samples, and so forth. It's still in fine repair, as are most of the vats. 2 of the 4 on the left are labeled mash, and the other 2 kettle. On the south wall, 3 of the containers are sealed and labeled ferment, while 1 has several metal pipes connected to it and is still labeled still. I don't know what any of this means, but somebody must really enjoy making beer. They did their research. Each vat has a large release valve on the bottom for draining liquid, often with a hose or control apparatus attached. The vats on the west side are empty. 1 of the tanks to the south contains gallons of spoiled beer, while the other 2 contain yeast oozes. The still is empty. Most of the doors inside the brewery are locked. However, the doors leading to the supply closet, the work area, and the cold storage are all locked, as shown on the map. Okay. The adventurers in Area 5 have a key to the workroom. They've kept the door locked to ensure no one wanders into the nest of wasps in the office. Left to bubble and froth away on their own far too long, the fermentation vats have naturally produced, a pair of yeast oozes. The oozes sit dormant until a creature stands next to the top of the vat, at which point the oozes within push the lid off its vat and attacks the creatures. Similarly, if anybody releases the valve at the bottom, the ooze pours out onto the floor and then starts to attack. Oh, it can engulf the creature that freed it as a free action. Oh my goodness. Reflex save to avoid being engulfed. Shootout reprise. Whether or not the characters explore this room, they're destined to have a shootout here once they're ready to leave the brewery. That's a good way of saying railroad. Destiny. If the characters haven't explored this room before that event, the yeast oozes are likely to attack the Clearwater cleaners as the characters. That's exciting. The door to this space is a wooden door locked with a simple lock. The storage area is stuffed with empty barrels. Blah, blah, blah. The storage room contains supplies to make whiskey. The set of sterling artisan tools for brewing sits on the counter. They're intended for brewing beer, but would work for crafting potions. Workroom. The door to this room is locked with a simple lock, requiring 3 DC 20 thievery checks to unlock. The adventurers in the warehouse have the key. This is where the head brewer Amory worked on her books, relaxed, and enjoyed private pint with her friends. On the table, face down, is a small charcoal drawing of Gattleby and Amory in a wooden frame. A large swarm of wasps built a nest in this room, living off a tiny leak in one of the beer barrels and venturing out through the boarded up windows. A creature entering the room must succeed on DC 20 stealth check to avoid drawing their attention. They attack any creatures they see, and they fight until destroyed. Like everything in this game. Warehouse. Though Gattleby has the key to the warehouse exterior door, the door is blocked from the inside by heavy crates. A DC 20 athletics checks can push the crates aside, creating enough space for a small creature to walk through the door and a medium creature to squeeze through. Okay. After the bank foreclosed on the brewery, it removed everything of value and then ignored the place. 7 wanderers, calling themselves the Iron Hunters. They're a mix of humans and dwarves, each for their own reasons, live on the city's fringes where they hunt monsters, search ruins for treasure, and generally get by as urban adventurers. When the Shield Marshals or other organizations in Alkenstar seek specialists in city adventuring, urban exploration, or underworld politicking, they often call upon the aid of such groups. The Iron Hunters are led by a skilled forager, originally hailing from Nex, called Kasali. A male human trapper. Kasali was once a skilled wizard in the Nexian military, but I guess he forgot all that and became a level 1 fucking turd. That's cool. His magical knack was much less useful. He found pride in his community in the ruins of Ironside Quarter. Like Kasali, the rest of the Iron Hunters don't maintain a neat appearance by design. Clean faces, fresh clothes stand out against gray and brown grime of the western Alkenstar slums. The last thing he and his crew want to do while out hunting is stand out. Okay. The Septet, which is 7 people, by the way, gathered most of the food and useful tools from the East of All Brewery. They intend to depart soon, but they've gotten into something of a bind. Kasali's second in command, a clockworks expert named Balsa, reactivated the Clockwork Brewers in Area 1 to take them on as mechanical minions, but Balsa couldn't fix the Brewers' malfunctioning hardware, which caused them to attack anyone in sight. Worse, the 2 Clockworks are able to wind each other up, meaning they'll maintain a danger to anyone who enters the tap room until the Clockworks are destroyed. Kasali found a set of spare keys when they first arrived, allowing the adventurers to leave through the bay doors in this area and lock a batch for themselves. After Balsa discovered some aggressive wasp in the work area, they locked that room as well for everyone's safety. The Iron Hunters used the cold storage area to cool off on the hottest days and are aware of something moving around in a couple of formation vats, though they think it's just giant rats. Kasali refuses to lead his group from the brewery until the Clockwork Brewers are taken care of. He and his party have sworn to eliminate Alkenstar's worst threats, not create more. The Iron Hunters are bickering in the meantime, and Kasali fears this incident might mean the end of his harmonious band of monster hunters. Whew. Hunter's Aid. As long as the characters are amiable, the hunters respond in kind, though their initial attitude towards the party is indifferent. The best way to earn their trust is to show similar disdain for evil monsters that threaten the safety of Alkenstar commoners. If the characters disable the Clockwork Brewers, or disperse the wasp in Area D4, the Septet's, Jesus Christ, Septet's attitude improves by 1 step. If made friendly, Kasali tells the party what he knows about the brewery and gives them the keys to the work area. But they already killed the wasp, or whatever. The monster hunters are unwilling to help the characters fight the cleaners or any other gangs. Kasali insists his group is concerned only with dangerous beasts, abomination, and other unnatural blights that threaten the people of Alkenstar, not the people of Alkenstar themselves. The Iron Hunters offer to stand watch and guard this area if characters want to take an extended rest. Well, that's nice. Kasali carries 2 minor elixirs of life meant for emergencies. He gives these elixirs to the party if he is improved to helpful. That's nice. For befriending him and blah, 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 you get 30 XP, or I guess I'll just give them hero points. A misty vapor fills this frigid room. A thin layer of ice coats the walls, and several small icicles hang from the ceiling. Large metal drums stand against the... I mean, it seems to be working. If it's having any issues, just definitely let me know. Sorry, I just noticed chat. Just trying to kind of get through this this refresher here. The biggest investment they made in the brewery is a cold storage room. Everything's been freezer burned, consumed, or already removed. Gattleby's goods. When the party arrives here, Gattleby rifles through the old crates. He seems to know exactly where Amory put the thing he wants. He withdraws his hand from a pile of rock-hard, rime-crusted onions and holds up a silver wedding band. Ice cold, he says, without a trace of any irony, before pocketing the accessory. The orb in the center of the room releases a trickle of cold magic at a constant rate, keeping the room cool. The metal band in which it's encased kept the magic relatively stable, even in Alkenstar. Wow. A character who succeeds in a DC 20 thievery to disable the device, can detach the fist-sized orb from the bands. On a critical failure, the orb activates and comes loose, dealing 2d4 cold damage to all creatures in the room. Either way, once freed, it can be held in one hand, in which case it functions as a wand of chilling spray. That's fun. For helping Gattleby retrieve his belongings, everybody gets bonus XP. Alright. When the characters are ready to leave the brewery, or after they completed an 8-hour extended rest and 1 hour of daily preparations, they get ambushed by the Clearwater Cleaners. This gang of mercenaries is led by Dewey Daystar, the pimpest cactus you've ever seen. He hates Alchemist. And so, fortunately, both parties have an Alchemist. And they also have Gashon with them. Deputy called in a favor and tasked the cleaners with killing the characters and abducting Gattleby. Lovelace lied to Dewey, claiming she wanted to take Gattleby alive. For questioning, all Lovelace really wants is the Pyronate formula. Dewey saw right through this lie. He took the job anyway, intending to kill Gattleby and anyone who stands in his way. He's basically a Batman villain. Dewey wants to send a clear signal to Lovelace and every other shield marshal out there that the Clearwater Cleaners are above the law and not to be trifled with. Well, dude didn't look at his stats, because I would not say that he is really qualified for that. The Cleaners confront the characters near the beer vats if the characters plan on leaving through the loading bay doors. In the warehouse, the Cleaners shout to the party, hoping to lure them out. But they pursue the party into the warehouse if necessary. Alright. What does Dewey sound like, out of curiosity? Let's see.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, he's got a very deep voice.
I don't care if you're innocent or guilty. I'm taking you in dead.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think we gave him a custom move, too. Yeah, called 1,000 Needles. Dewey fires off a lot of needles, maybe 1,000 in a 40-foot line. Creatures in the line take 1d6 piercing damage. Basic reflex save. Okay. A 40-foot line and only a d6 piercing. That's really not that bad. I mean, a 40-foot line is pretty big. But a d6 damage, I mean, they're level 2. That's not too bad. I think he'll be dead, honestly, from like a couple of gun crits before he gets a chance to do that. Let's see. What else has he got going on? He's got spines and more spines, and he has a spiny body. That's cool. I feel like we should kick his damage up a bit. So, we'll kick his damage up. Alright. Let's see. We'll do 1d8 plus 3 to match his other stuff. There we go. Details, rules, description. Alright, we'll see if this actually works or not. I think I broke it. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. And then he's got Verdant Burst. When he dies, he heals his allies, which is pretty cool. And then he do have this cute little dragon, which I like. Dragon's pretty cute. Okay. So, with all that sorted, he's got some spells too. Oh, I didn't notice he had spells. Oh, that's probably because I didn't know their spells were listed on a different fucking page. Alright, let's see what his spells do. Choose one of his unarmed attacks. You cause that unarmed attack to shine with primal energy. It gets a +1 striking unarmed attack and a +1 item bonus to attack rolls, increasing the number of damage die by 2. Jesus Christ. Okay. He can also cast Heal and Hydraulic Push. You call forth a powerful blast of pressurized water that does a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. 60 feet. One creature or unattended object. That's fun. Tanglefoot. A vine covered in sticky sap appears from thin air, flicking from your hand and lashing itself to the target. Attempt a spell attack against the target. Okay. Let's see. It can attempt an escape. Success, it has a 10-foot penalty to its speed for 1 round. Wah. Cantrips suck. Acid Splash. Wah. Okay. Well, I doubt he's going to live long enough to need cantrips, so we will focus on the other stuff. What do his little buddies have? Clear Water Cleaner. Male and female vine leshies. Okay. They have spears. That's a weird flex. Okay. They can change their shape. All right. These are like the mushroom ones. Heft crate. They pick up a crate and heave it. That's fun. Okay. Extend vines. Oh, they have a 10-foot reach, but only if they spend an action point or a Pac-Man. Okay. What's this cutie do? He has. Do they have any spells? I should probably check. Oh, they do. Speak with plants. That doesn't count. Jaws, wing, dirt breath. 1d6 cooldown on dirt breath. Wah. I kind of like 5e's recharge. Hey, what's up, Dom? Hey, Crash, do you remember my question yesterday about Nightfall? I don't remember what the question was. I was pretty frustrated yesterday. Could you? We can't really talk about Nightfall on an Outlaws stream though. I mean, if you send me the question on Discord, I'll answer the question though. Let's see. The Prairie Drake can't use Dirt Breath again. Speed Surge 3 times per day. It strides or burrows twice. Oh, that's fun. Whipping Wings. On a critical hit, the target is blinded. Okay, that's cool. And Grab. So, I believe it's Jaws have Grab. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Alright, how big is this thing? Small? Okay. Alright, so this should be pretty fun. Oh shit, it's game time. Alright, I gotta go run this game. Hope everybody has a great week. And we'll be playing Pathfinder tomorrow night. And hopefully some Baldur's Gate on Wednesday. And Crystal Strat Thursday. And I'll see you next time.